I on the roof again? Am I on the roof again? Of course, because the eclipse is tomorrow and I should be on the roof, right? You have no idea the difficulty it has taken me to get this video to you. I shot a video yesterday, half of it was corrupted and half of it I just wasn't happy with. And my phone, which is what I shoot video on, has decided, fuck you, we're not taking a charge anymore. So it's gotta stay plugged in and it stays at 7%. So this may not even work. And I thought, okay, so I'll use my roommate's GoPro. Guess what? Yeah, that's decided that it doesn't want to work either. Yeah. Of course. So I don't even know. You may not even get this video. You may not even get this. You may not even get this. So it is a beautiful sunset up here on my roof, which probably won't even get to see, but I'm going to attempt to show you right now. Let's check it out. And we'll even get some helicopters in there because it wouldn't be Los Angeles without a chopper. Or as we like to call them, ghetto birds. Oh, look at that smog over there. Some death clouds. Ghetto bird, what are you chasing now? Yeah, so it's kind of pretty right now as far as, you know, as far as it gets for, you know, pretty here and pretty Los Angeles, you know. Pre-eclipse prettiness. Yeah. These are what we call the hills of Los Angeles. And these are what we call the hills of Los Angeles. And we call those the hills of Los Angeles as well. Where is that bird going crazy? The birds have been going wacky. Oh. So have the dragonflies. Oh, I got tale to tell and video about the dragonflies. We'll get to that. We'll get to it. They're just doing everything they can to make sure that I don't shoot this video. And I don't even fucking know why. It's not like anybody watches my videos. I don't know. I'm gonna make it anyway, even if I have to make it increments. Fuck you, airplane. Let's talk a little bit about this eclipse. I know, everyone's talking about the eclipse, so why wouldn't I, right? So, astrology-wise, first of all, I have chronic migraine syndrome, so yes, I get migraines, but I started a new migraine medication like 6 months ago, and so I haven't, I don't know, I've had like maybe one migraine in the past few months until this week. I've had a migraine for like 3 days, and it's been varying in how bad it is. Like right now it's acceptable, but still the full moon does have a tendency to affect my health issues. So is the eclipse affecting my migraines? Is it affecting your issues? Your mental issues? No, seriously. Have you noticed any connections there, anything popping up, cropping up. You know, it was interesting. I was remembering there was a solar eclipse, and I had to look up the exact date, but it was July 11th, 1991. But I remember it so well because it was not long after I got my first apartment. My daughter was a baby, and I remember the energy. Like, there was a frequency in the air, and it was the first time I started to really think about energy and frequency and vibration. And I started to really pursue that line of thought. And it was because of that eclipse. So yeah, I'll be interested to see if I feel that same sort of vibrational whatever it was I felt that day. Yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna start at 9:06, peak at 10:21, be done at 11:45, obscuring 62.5% of the sun. Anywho, back to the astrological perspective. So, Mercury, Uranus, Saturn, Neptune, all retrograde, which, I know, if you don't know a lot about astrology, that might not mean much, and you may know Mercury retrograde means stuff goes wonky, and nothing beyond that, but what this can mean is, like, you would do things you would never do, and it can just mean, like, huge drastic changes. You combine that with the Aries, Sagittarius, Leo trine, and it's like you could drop everything and have a new life. I know it sounds crazy, but here, like, you could at the drop of a hat, you could have a new belief system, which also sounds crazy. But if you think about the fact that this eclipse could really, it could really disprove the heliocentric model. So that's not so crazy. There is an interesting article from the last time we had a solar eclipse like this in the US, 18, and I can drop that in here, where they actually say in there that they hope that, or they assume by the time we get to this eclipse in 2017, that we've figured out the eclipse problem. And here we are with, you know, NASA just giving us these ridiculous excuses about spin and speed, and I know. No, we have not figured it out, because we have not admitted yet that the Earth is flat. But we're working on it. So yeah, you know, just don't be so set in this schedule that what did I say? Don't be so set in the schedule that you miss out on the magic. I'm so wise sometimes. And this was also interesting. Mars and the Moon meet before the eclipse, which can signify I'm at the edge of my previous self, the edge of my previous life. Again, jumping off into new stuff here. So interesting. What's coming? what's coming. Which brings us to what we got to talk about next, which is Revelation 12. I know. Got to talk about it. We got to talk about it because it's pertinent, right? So I'm sure you guys know. I was gonna read it, but with the battery power thing, I'm kind of worried. Maybe I'll just insert it instead because I'm worried about battery power. But it is very interesting, and so there is a lot of talk about this all coming to pass September 23rd. And the eclipse being the kicking off point here. I don't know. What do you guys think? What are your thoughts on this? I mean, it's not the first time that that we have thought, we as in humans, have thought that the time was coming to pass, but could this actually be it? I don't know. What do you think? I know, and then you get down into gematria. Ooh, then you get into gematria. Yeah, I know. And the number 33. I know. Number 33, because you know, they think Jesus was 33 when he died. Here comes the plane. Here comes that fucking plane. You bastard! You bastard! You fucking bastard. Just playing. Just playing. Come on now. You know I love everybody. I love everybody. Except when they're pissing me off. So this is interesting. Little eclipse tidbits here for you. The first touchdown for the eclipse. Oh, I almost was gonna wear my tee. The first touchdown for the eclipse is in Oregon, which was the 33rd state, right? The last is South Carolina, which is on the 33rd parallel. The eclipse is happening on the 233rd day of the year. Eek! 33 days before September 23rd. Eek! I know. The 2024 eclipse, 7 years later, is going to mark an X. You know that, right? With this one and that one will make an X. Over the US, the combined times of both eclipses will be 7 minutes. 1 hour, 33 minutes to cross the country. Oh, it's interesting. You know the Richter scale uses the number 33? I did not know this. Yeah. Each whole number that goes higher on the scale is 33 times more intense than the number below it. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Oh, they are so sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. They're so sneaky. I know. Speaking of earthquakes, so a few days ago, August 17th, we have earthquake off the coast of Africa, 6.6. Yep. I don't know. I saw some like minor tsunami vids. I don't know if those were actually real. I don't. Only because my husband was like, "How do you know those are actually?" I know.
he does that. But one thing he did point out that was interesting was that the location of that was right on the equator. And then the next day we have a 6.4 off the coast of Fiji. What is going on? What is going on? Besides another plane messing with my deal. Just trying to make a video. I know, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. I mean, we've got major civil unrest. Major civil unrest in our country. I mean, Charlottesville, destruction of monuments, and Boston, and it's all a setup because they're trying to divide us. They're trying to cause this division. I mean, this is planned. This is what, it's a setup. So if you're participating in this and you're on one side or the other, then you are having your strings pulled. Just letting you know that. If you're cool with that, then that's the way to go. That's just my advice. Cut those strings, it feels so nice. Yeah. So, in the midst of all this, Taiwan has this major power outage, right? Except, surprisingly, Apple manages to keep their power. Apple and, Pegatron Corp. Whoever the fuck they are. They're also a tech corporation, in case you wondered. They managed to keep their power. But it was chalked up to human technical error at a state-owned gas company. Knocked out like, I don't know. I forget the percentage, but it was millions. Yeah. So, you know, they've been talking about all these potential blackouts that are going to happen with possibly happen with the solar eclipse. I don't know why the fuck this could happen, but I did hear one news report talking about because of solar power. So the few seconds that the sun's going to go dark is going to be so much so that we're going to lose power. Yep, that sounds fucking reasonable to me too. Just fucking think about that. Just think about that for a minute. It's only gonna be dark for a few fucking seconds. I mean, storms fucking make it go dark longer than that, and people still have power. Come on, guys. Use your brain. Use this thing. For fuck's sake. Any blackouts happen, it's because they did them. And they were planned. And we know that because they've been fucking telling us about it for a fucking month. And then August 23rd, Earth X. Yeah, I know, it sounds like something fun, doesn't it? Earth X. Yeah. Emergency All Sector Response Transnational Hazard Exercise. Yeah, that's what Earth X is. That's their major infrastructure hazard preparedness. Guys, this is what has me worried, because every time they have a fucking major drill like this, something actual major seems to go on. Okay, not every time, because some dickhead Trolly McTrollerson's gonna come on and tell me all the times that it didn't, but many times. Yeah, many times. So, you know, August 23rd might be something to be aware of. Just saying. Oh, and this is my favorite. This is truly my fave. The U.S. military conducting major military exercise on the North Korean peninsula during the eclipse. The fuck you think is up there? Another plane. Intermission's over. And I don't know about where you're at, but man, is California pushing earthquake preparedness all of a sudden? It is everywhere. Websites, stores, and I mean just all of a sudden. All of a sudden. Are you prepared? Earthquake preparedness? Do you have clean water? Yeah. Are your truther radars going off too? I think they might be up to something. I think our government might be lying to us. Honey, I think our government might be lying to us. I don't know. And now, let's lighten this bit up. Animals. So my dogs aren't acting any weirder than usual. See how they act tomorrow. But, so a couple nights ago, the biggest moth I've ever seen in my life, and we don't get big moths here. We get just regular, just the regular size moths. Never seen a behemoth or a mothra or anything like that here at all. Never ever. A few nights ago, one flies into the house, into my husband's office, and yeah, thankfully I was able to get video for you guys, which ended with it landing on his crotch.
You see it? No, serious. He's gonna fucking...
Where is it?
What?
Where is it?
It's on the fucking... It's on the fucking side of the
Oh my god. That is massive.
fucking moth. But like a fucking... I didn't know, I thought it was the end of the world that was fucking flying up here.
Well, it might be the end of the world. I told you that. That is a massive moth.
You want to see it fly? Have you ever seen anything?
No. I've never seen a moth that big in my life.
It's like a hummingbird. Do you know how freaked out I was when I saw this fucking...
Oh my god. Just trying to get out. Open the window for
Yeah.
it.
No, serious
Go
black.
downstairs. Go downstairs.
Holy shit.
It's on your dick. Yeah, so that was fun, and and it did fly out the window safely at the end. So yeah, it ended well. And then today, fucking swarms of dragonflies over my house. No idea. Never had that before. Got some video here for ya, as you can see. So I'm trying to see if I can get this on video, but there are swarms of dragonflies over my house right now, which obviously is not the norm.
I've never seen that here. We've lived here 4 years.
Look at all of them. Jeez, they're just not showing up on video.
Zoom in way in.
Overrun by dragonflies. It's just funny, I'm inside and I'm doing research on strange behavior of animals and insects during the eclipse. And here we go with swarms of dragonflies over my house. I mean, this is just crazy. Crazy. Look at the ball. Wow.
See how I zoom in?
Yeah, they actually show up really well when I play it back, so. Attack of the Dragonflies!
Swarms of dragonflies. Yeah. Never had that before. Never even really see dragonflies around my house. Like, I think I can count on one hand in all the years we've lived here that I've seen dragonflies. Interesting. Been getting dive bombed by fig-eating beetles too, which look like this. yeah, I know, they're beautiful, but they're not aerodynamic, because they just like, I have been hit by like 3 of them in the past week. And I don't know if that's anything to do with the eclipse, but man, I've been seeing them flying everywhere, and I've been getting pelted with them as well. So here's some interesting little eclipse animal facts to leave you with. Did you know that spiders destroy their webs during an eclipse? Yeah, if I had an extra camera, I would set it up during a really great spider web that we got going in the kitchen window there, but I don't think that's going to be possible. We'll see. Probably not. In the 2001 eclipse, sleeping hippos all woke up and just got up and walked off. Like, it fucked up their whole routine, and the people watching them said they were like grumpy and like pissed off for the whole day because it set off their whole routine. The hippos are kind of like deadly dicks, so, you know, maybe they had it covered. Crickets get chirpier, but cicadas stop singing. Mosquitoes and midges kick it up a notch and will bite you more. Bees chill out for days leading up to the eclipse. Birds go quiet and still during an eclipse. And owls hoot during totality.